Comprised of 50 states, the USA occupies an area that's only just marginally smaller than Europe. It's in this vast country that you will find an unbelievably diverse array of natural landscapes, cityscapes, people, and cultures. From the tropical islands of Hawaii to the desert landscape of the Grand Canyon, as well as the multicultural cities such as Chicago and New York City, you'll never be stuck for destinations to discover. Here's a look at the best places to visit in the USA. Number 50. Big Sur. Located between the Carmel Highlands and San Simeon, Big Sur is a large, rocky stretch of the California coastline. Although it doesn't have any official boundaries, it lines around 70 miles of the California's famous Highway 1. The area is a magnet for travelers on road trips who are attracted by the towering redwood trees and breathtaking beaches along the route. More than just beautiful scenery for driving, though, the area also provides plenty of top hiking opportunities, which wind their way through the several state parks encompassed by Big Sur. Number 49. St. Augustine. Founded in 1565 by Spanish explorers, St. Augustine is the oldest continuously occupied European settlement in the U.S. today. Its National Historic Landmark District is a major tourist destination. The walkable downtown is made up of narrow colonial streets lined with interesting locally owned shops and outstanding restaurants. A trio of grand hotel buildings built in the late 19th century tower over the smaller, reconstructed historic houses. As with many coastal Florida cities, St. Augustine also offers prime access to the Atlantic Ocean and year-round sunshine. Number 48. Olympic National Park. The crown jewel of national parks in Washington, Olympic National Park has a mind-boggling diversity of nature. Covering a vast patch of the spectacular Olympic Peninsula, the national park is a thorough wilderness that spans from massive glacial mountains to dense and soggy rainforests. The region receives more rainfall than any other part of mainland USA. Much of that is snow, which over time has created over 250 glaciers within the park. With your rain jacket handy, prepare for a series of unforgettable hikes, such as those through Hurricane Pass and the Enchanted Valley. Number 47. Asheville. The town of Asheville, which is set in the beautiful Blue Ridge foothills, enjoys a reputation for being a vibrant, artsy community. Its town center features a number of boutiques that showcase local creations, as well as bars and great places to eat. Strolling musicians and street performers only add to Asheville's overall creative vibe. The city is also located very close to the world-famous Biltmore Estate. Built between 1889 and 1895, this chateau-styled mansion is the largest privately owned house in the United States and attracts almost 1.5 million visitors each year. Number 46. Monument Valley. Iconic in look, Monument Valley's incredible geological features have starred in TV commercials, featured in films, and appeared in magazine ads. As such, they are instantly recognizable around the world. Surrounded by a desolate and featureless desert that stretches almost interminably, the massive sandstone buttes rear impressively toward the heavens, their vivid reds and oranges standing out against the blue sky. Beautiful to behold, the Valley Between the Rocks, as it was dubbed by the Navajo, is a must-see place when visiting Arizona. Number 45. Austin. Known for its slogan, "Keep Austin Weird," this city definitely feels a little different from the rest of Texas. The population is youthful, thanks in part to the enormous campus of the University of Texas, and it also serves as the live music capital of the country. Austin is the capital of the Lone Star State, so don't miss the chance to tour the Capitol building, which is famously pink and even taller than the U.S. Capitol building. Also worth exploring are the paths that wind along Barton Creek and the Congress Avenue Bridge, where you can see more than 1 million bats fly out at sunset. Number 44. Mount Rushmore. One of the most unique tourist attractions in the States, the majestic Mount Rushmore is visited by millions of tourists each year. Carved between 1927 and 1941 into the side of the mighty mount are the huge heads of 4 of the nation's most revered and respected presidents: George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. These famed figures respectively represent the nation's birth, growth, development, and preservation. At the National Memorial, you can not only gaze up in awe at the 18-meter-high sculptures, but also learn all about how they were carved and created at the site's visitor center. Number 43. Aspen. Nestled in a remote part of the Rocky Mountains is the magnificent mountain town of Aspen, one of the world's most famous ski resorts. Once primarily a haunt of the rich and famous, it is now a very popular tourist destination. The small town lies on the banks of the Roaring Fork River, with majestic Colorado mountains rising all around it. Its scenic surroundings lend themselves perfectly to all kinds of outdoor activities, such as hiking and mountain biking. Most people, however, come for the 4 sublime ski slopes, which make Aspen one of the top winter destinations to visit in the world. Number 42. Cape Cod. Cape Cod is an arm-shaped peninsula located on the easternmost part of Massachusetts. It has developed into one of the most popular destinations in the state in the summer. Lighthouses, cranberry bogs, sandy beaches, and walking and biking trails dot the Cape Cod National Seashore. The popular resort town of Provincetown, at the very tip of the peninsula, is the site of the first landing of the Pilgrims. While Cape Cod is known for its artist colonies and quaint villages, it's the village of Hyannis that put the Cape on the map because it is the summer home of the Kennedy family. Number 41. Niagara Falls. The world-famous Niagara Falls straddles Ontario in Canada and the American state of New York. Located on the Niagara River, the falls are a culmination of the flow of water that gushes out of the upper Great Lakes and are actually made up of 3 falls: Horseshoe Falls, the American Falls, and the Bridal Veil Falls. 6 million cubic feet of water cascades over the ridge every second, making for an incredibly impressive sight, which draws an estimated 30 million tourists a year. Number 40. Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, or the Steel City, is a huge metropolis created where 3 rivers converge. It has a distinct topography, a mass of green hills rising straight up from the rivers below. Once a major center of industry, its old warehouses and mills now instead house bustling businesses and important cultural institutions. The skyline of downtown Pittsburgh is not to be missed, with the U.S. Steel Tower nabbing the honor of tallest in the city. In the heart of downtown is Point State Park, a green park where you can also tour the 19th century Fort Pitt Block House. Number 39. Atlanta. The capital and largest city of Georgia, Atlanta is a sprawling city with 3 urban skylines rising up from the picturesque scenery of rolling hills, pine forest, magnificent old oak trees, and charming magnolia trees. Established as a railroad terminus in 1837, Atlanta has emerged as the leader of New South. The city's top attractions are the CNN Center, World of Coca-Cola, and the Georgia Aquarium, which features the world's largest indoor aquarium. Number 38. Santa Fe. Founded by Spanish explorers in 1610, Santa Fe is one of America's oldest cities and, arguably, one of the most beautiful. It is also the state capital. Building codes require new construction to maintain the Santa Fe style of Pueblo architecture, ensuring that visitors will enjoy the picturesque views from every corner of the city. Santa Fe's cultural attractions include the Palace of the Governor's Museum, which is housed in the nation's oldest public building. With its permanent collection of 20,000 works of art, the New Mexico Museum of Art is a must-see attraction as well. Number 37. Mackinac Island. There is something special about the clip-clopping of horseshoes on the historic pavement of Mackinac Island. Once a fur trading post, Mackinac Island has developed into a must-see destination while remaining car-free. On the beautiful Lake Huron, you'll have the opportunity to explore the Cape Cod of the Midwest on a horse-drawn carriage. Make your way through the Old Town, where you'll discover streets lined with Victorian-era architecture, now home to delightful cafes and romantic restaurants. To get a real feel for the island, it is worthwhile staying in one of its historic inns, cozy B&Bs, or even the glamorous Grant Hotel. Number 36. Gatlinburg. Located right at the foot of the Great Smoky Mountains and the wonderful national park that is named after them, the resort town of Gatlinburg is set in a beautiful spot, with gorgeous nature and mountains all around it. As such, many people visit for the wealth of outdoor activities that it has to offer. Hiking along the Appalachian Trail is a particularly popular pastime, while in winter, Tennessee's only ski resort of Ober-Gatlinburg is packed with people having a good time. Number 35. Grand Teton National Park. Home to marvelous mountains, sweeping valleys, and sparkling alpine lakes, Grand Teton National Park will delight nature lovers and outdoor enthusiasts. Located in the northwest of Wyoming, the park covers a vast swath of the Rocky Mountains and is named after Grand Teton, the highest peak in the range at 4,199 meters. The dramatic landscapes are stunning, and the glinting glaciers, verdant forests, and gushing rivers lend themselves perfectly to all kinds of activities, such as hiking and rock climbing. The national park is a great place to go wildlife watching, as elk, bears, and moose roam amid the splendid nature. Number 34. Lake Tahoe. Straddling the states of California and Nevada, Lake Tahoe is the largest alpine lake in the whole of North America. Formed over 2 million years ago, the crystal-clear waters of the lake lie in the Sierra Nevada with majestic mountains and forests all around it. With skiing and snowboarding to be enjoyed in the winter and hiking and water sports in the summer, there is a myriad of incredible recreational opportunities on offer. In addition, there are lakeside casinos, flashy hotels, and ski resorts for visitors to stay at. Number 33. San Diego. Centered around a natural harbor, the coastal California city of San Diego is located on the border with Mexico. It's rich in Mexican culture, delicious seafood, and blessed with a year-round mild climate. Visitors are attracted to the city for its laid-back mindset and opportunities to soak up some beautiful sun, sea, and sand. Then there's also the bustling Balboa Park, where you can find San Diego Zoo among dozens of museums and botanical gardens. Number 32. Cannon Beach. Named after a cannon that washed ashore after a shipwreck, Cannon Beach is one of the most popular of the seaside resorts that stretch along Oregon's 300-mile-long coast. Located around 80 miles to the west of Portland, the once rustic artist community has grown into a popular resort filled with restaurants, boutique shops, and art galleries. The most striking feature about the beach is the 235-foot-high Haystack Rock, the largest of the monolithic rocks that dot the sandy shoreline and provide a nesting ground for seabirds. Number 31. Carlsbad Caverns. Located 25 miles from a former ranch town, Carlsbad Caverns National Park is a network of caverns and is, in equal parts, an eerie and incredible sight to behold. The main chamber of the cave itself, called the Big Room, is impressive, to say the least. To access it, you can choose to take an ear-popping elevator that runs the equivalent to the entire height of the Empire State Building, or you can take a snaking pathway into the subterranean abyss below. The Big Room is a cathedral-like opening, complete with a trail and the largest stalagmite in the world. Number 30. Boston. Boston is loaded with history, from being one of the oldest cities in the United States to hosting the world's most famous Tea Party. Visitors can relive Boston's participation in the American Revolution by walking the Freedom Trail. But the Commonwealth's capital is so much more than history. The largest city in New England, it also has home to successful professional athletic teams, as well as the Boston Pops Orchestra. Whether travelers are visiting Paul Revere's house or Fenway Park, cultural activities and fine dining opportunities abound in this eastern city by the bay. Number 29. Outer Banks. The Outer Banks is a string of barrier islands that hug the North Carolina coastline. The islands are a popular destination for vacationers seeking a break from the summer heat. The northern end of the Outer Banks is famous for the wild horses that still wander its dunes. The middle section is home to the towns of Nag's Head and Kitty Hawk on Bodie Island, where travelers can find the Wright Brothers National Memorial. Roanoke Island, west of Bodie Island, was once home to the Lost Colony, whose inhabitants disappeared without a trace in the 1580s. Farther south lies the beautiful and relatively wild Cape Hatteras National Seashore. Number 28. Arches National Park. Located within Utah's Canyon Country is Arches National Park, home to more than 2,000 natural sandstone arches. Formed over the millennia by wind and water, these extraordinary rock formations are found everywhere around the park's desolate confines. While they all make for some fabulous photos, the most famous are the long and graceful landscape arch, the dainty delicate arch, and double arches pretty and prominent pair. An unforgettable place to visit, Arches National Park is a treat to explore, whether on foot or by bike. Number 27. Charleston. One of the most popular tourist destinations in the South, Charleston is a historic port city packed with antebellum architecture. Its historic downtown is on a peninsula formed by two rivers and protected from the open ocean by surrounding islands. Fort Sumter, accessible by ferry from Charleston, is an important Civil War landmark. Make your way to the French Quarter to find the Huguenot Church and several wonderful art galleries. If you would like to see some of the most important sights at once and enjoy a heavy dose of charm at the same time, consider a traditional carriage tour through the city. Number 26. Yosemite National Park. World-famous Yosemite National Park has become the iconic hangout for keen wilderness hikers who enjoy spending weekends attempting the many trails that crisscross the parks. Yosemite is high on many bucket lists, with people drawn to its dramatic scenery and beautiful wildlife, powerful waterfalls, impressive sequoias, and jaw-dropping cliffs. Iconic and photogenic centerpieces include the granite cliffs of El Capitan and Half Dome, as well as the imposing Bridal Veil Fall. Number 25. Nashville. America's Music City, Nashville has become one of the most popular towns in the country. Its unrivaled live music scene brings in visitors from all corners of the U.S. and the world. The revelry of honky-tonk highways starts early as the sounds of six-string guitars and cowboy boots float through the air, marking the start of yet another exciting night in Nashville. While that is the focus for many, travelers soon discover there are plenty of other things to do as they roam the city. Getting around town is easy as it's tightly packed, and the free city bikes can take you further out. Number 24. Bar Harbor. A very popular place to visit, the lively seaside town of Bar Harbor can be found on the northeast coast of Maine's magnificent Mount Desert Island. As it lies just a stone's throw from Acadia National Park, many people use the town as a base from which to explore its wonderful wilderness. Despite its small size, the charming town is packed with lots of great shops and restaurants, with interesting historic attractions also dotted about. Only adding to its allure is its scenic setting on the shores of Frenchman Bay. Summer and fall tend to be the most popular times to visit Bar Harbor. Number 23. San Antonio. The jewel of Texas, San Antonio is a city steeped in both rich history and modern-day appeal. Located in south-central Texas, the city is one of the largest in the United States and best known as the home of the Alamo. Another of San Antonio's most visited attractions is the Riverwalk. A vibrant pedestrian scene of restaurants, shops, and entertainment venues stretching along both sides of the San Antonio River, right in the middle of the downtown area. Number 22. Death Valley. Located in the Mojave Desert, Death Valley encompasses much of the Death Valley National Park. Although regarded as the driest and lowest place in North America, Death Valley offers a variety of outdoor activities, historic sites, and nature viewing. From snow-capped mountains to colorful sand dunes, the unique desert landscapes of Death Valley are like no other place in California. Places of interest include the scenic vista of Zabriskie Point and historic sites like Scotty's Castle, the Wild Rose charcoal kilns, and ruins of ghost towns. Number 21. Orlando. Home to world-famous theme parks like Walt Disney World, SeaWorld, and Universal Studios, Orlando is no doubt a favorite destination for family vacations. Located in Central Florida, Orlando is a place where dreams and magic become reality. With several amusement parks, visitors to Orlando can meet their favorite storybook characters, reenact live famous movie scenes, ride thrilling roller coasters, and watch dolphins performing marvelous tricks. Number 20. Savannah. The quintessential southern city, Savannah, draws millions of tourists every year to its charming scenes of Victorian architecture, cobbled streets, and moss-draped oaks. Lying on the Atlantic coast in eastern Georgia, Savannah is the state's oldest city, rich in history, hospitality, and natural beauty. A walk around the historic district's cobbled streets allows views of beautiful old mansions from the 19th century and historic sites. When you've had enough of old buildings, a stroll through the tree-lined paths of leafy Forsyth Park is bound to refresh you. Number 19. Philadelphia. Commonly referred to by locals as Philly, Philadelphia is a major U.S. city in southeastern Pennsylvania and home to the iconic Liberty Bell and the Philly cheesesteak sandwich. Regarded as the birthplace of America, Philadelphia is known as the city in which the country's founding fathers signed the 1776 Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution. There's a host of interesting art museums to visit in the city, including the Philadelphia Museum of Art, which is not only one of the largest in the world, but also famous for its long flight of steps, which were featured in the 1976 film Rocky. Number 18. Sedona. Located in the north-central part of Arizona, the town of Sedona is known for its vibrant art scene and spiritual retreats. However, Sedona's most popular attraction is the breathtaking array of red sandstone formations that create a striking red and orange backdrop to the town. Attracting artists, spiritual seekers, and outdoor lovers alike, Sedona's brilliant landscape offers much to see and do. Incredible natural landscapes like Airport Mesa and Cathedral Rock present excellent photograph opportunities. Number 17. Chicago. Nicknamed the Windy City and best known for its towering skyscrapers, sports teams, and unique style of hot dogs and pizzas, Chicago is the third largest city in the USA. Located on Lake Michigan in the heart of the Midwest region in northern Illinois, Chicago is a major hub for finance, industry, and commerce. The city's numerous sites range from the futuristic Millennium Park and the iconic Sears Tower to the Navy Pier with its parks, restaurants, and amusements. Numerous genres of music such as jazz, blues, and house music have roots in the live music venues around Chicago. Number 16. Denali National Park. Denali National Park is the monumental tract of land that makes up Alaska's most famous national park. The centerpiece, by a long stretch, is Denali. Formerly known as Mount McKinley, this towering mountain is the tallest in North America, at 6,190 meters above sea level. It's truly a sight to behold, as the snowy tip seems to actually pierce the sky. Snowy boreal forests, desolate tundra, jagged mountains, and lakes all play host to caribou, moose, grizzly bear, and wolves. For those seeking true wilderness, this might just be the place. Number 15. New Orleans. Regarded as one of the most unique cities in the USA, New Orleans is widely known for its distinctive French Creole culture, cuisine, and architecture, as well as jazz music and the annual Mardi Gras celebration. Situated in southeastern Louisiana, New Orleans is the state's largest city and a major U.S. seaport. Devastated by heavy flooding from Hurricane Katrina in 2005, New Orleans is now mostly recovered and remains one of the best places to visit in the USA. Number 14. Rocky Mountain National Park. One of the most spectacular slices of nature in Colorado, the Rocky Mountain National Park, is awash with imposing granite mountains, aqua-colored alpine lakes, and meadows that burst into life come summer. It's the perfect place for adventure amidst nature, with a selection of trails where you can find peace, quiet, and serenity. The wilderness of the national park makes it the ideal host for many wild animals too, like elk, moose, and black bear. Bear Lake, one of the 10 lakes in the park, is a famous scenic spot for visitors, where you can soak up views of the glacial valleys and mountaintops. Number 13. Seattle. Home to the global giants like Boeing, Starbucks, and Amazon, Seattle is the largest city of the USA's Pacific Northwest region. Seattle is nicknamed the Emerald City due to its lush scenery resulting from a rainy climate. The skyline of Seattle is a thicket of towering skyscrapers. The crowning glory is the futuristic 600-foot-tall Space Needle, built in 1962. The city is well known for its seafood, which you can try at the historic Pike Place Market. What's more, the surrounding pine forests make for perfect hiking. Number 12. Miami. One of the most vibrant cities in the USA, Miami is best known for its Latin culture and sizzling nightlife. Located in southeastern Florida off the coast of the Atlantic Ocean, Miami is also a major port city, managing the world's largest number of passenger cruise ships. Attracting tourists from all over the planet, Miami is a melting pot of ethnic cultures, with a wide array of exciting attractions and activities. One of Miami's main draws is its sunny beaches that range from family-friendly to party scenes. Across the bay from Miami on a barrier island is Miami Beach, known for its Art Deco architecture, and glamorous South Beach. Number 11. Washington, D.C. The capital of the United States and seat of the federal government, Washington, D.C. is located on the country's East Coast. A cosmopolitan city that is home to many diverse cultures, Washington is widely known by its many iconic landmarks like the White House, Capitol Building, the Washington Monument, and the Lincoln Memorial. Many of these monuments are all located within the beautifully landscaped parkland known as the National Mall. Number 10. Glacier National Park. Lying on the border with Canada, the gorgeous Glacier National Park sprawls over a huge swath of Montana and boasts delightful, dramatic scenery. Established in 1910, the park protects diverse ecosystems and countless species of fauna and flora. Within its confines, you can find picturesque parts of 2 mountain ranges with more than 130 glimmering lakes and plunging waterfalls dotted about the glacier-scarred landscapes. Due to all of the lovely nature and epic wilderness, hiking around Glacier National Park's scenic trails is a treat. Grizzly bears and golden eagles can sometimes be spied here and there. Number 9. Los Angeles. The second largest city in the USA, Los Angeles is located in Southern California, surrounded by the Pacific Coast, mountains, and valleys. Often regarded as the entertainment capital of the world, LA is awash with celebrity culture. You can see the handprints of film stars on Hollywood Boulevard, or go on a tour to see stars' homes in Beverly Hills. For laid-back days, there's the bohemian neighborhood of Venice Beach, home to Muscle Beach, and a rambling promenade that doubles as a stage for all sorts of quirky street performers. Number 8. Las Vegas. You wouldn't think a city in the middle of the desert of Nevada would be as popular as it is, but it's thanks to the cavalcade of casinos here that Las Vegas is so famous. The most well-known casinos themselves are practically household names: Caesar's Palace, MGM Grand, the Bellagio. In addition to gambling, showgirls, and lavish performances, Las Vegas offers plenty more to suit people of all ages and interests. On the main street, called the Strip, there are the Bellagio's impressive fountain shows, a replica of the Eiffel Tower, and an Egyptian pyramid, amongst other landmarks. Number 7. Zion National Park. Even among America's national parks, few can match the stunning beauty of Zion National Park. Situated near Springdale in southern Utah, the park protects a series of incredible rock formations and high sandstone cliffs, and is a favorite spot for hiking, canyoneering, and climbing. Unlike many other parks in the American Southwest, where visitors look down from the rim of a canyon, visitors to Zion walk on the canyon floor and look up. In addition to the magnificent monoliths and cliffs, the park is known for its desert landscape of sandstone canyons, mesas, and high plateaus. Number 6. San Francisco. Set on the tip of a peninsula, San Francisco is a beautiful city in Northern California that is famous for a lot of things. Undoubtedly, the Golden Gate Bridge is the city's #1 attraction. Tourists can drive, bike, ride, or walk across this famous suspension bridge to admire and photograph stunning views. There's also the bustling Chinatown, the seafood at the ever-popular Fisherman's Wharf, the notorious island prison of Alcatraz, and the famously steep and winding Lombard Street. You'll be hard-pressed to get bored in this fascinating city. Number 5. Florida Keys. Strung out to the south of the Sunshine State, the Florida Keys are a beautiful archipelago that lie between the Atlantic Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico. Connected to the mainland by the Overseas Highway, the collection of Coral Cay Islands numbers around 1,700, with many untouched and uninhabited. While some are ideal for rest and relaxation, others are home to raucous party scenes. Very popular with holidaymakers and retirees, the Keys are famed for their sunny climes, tropical beauty, and wealth of recreational and entertainment opportunities. Number 4. Yellowstone. Established in 1872, Yellowstone is famous for being the very first national park in the world. There are numerous geysers to watch here, notably Old Faithful, which is practically legendary. It never fails to erupt on schedule. And then there's the multicolored Grand Prismatic Spring, ringed by rainbow colors thanks to different bacteria that live in the cooler sections of this boiling body of water. Yellowstone National Park is also home to more wild animals than just about any place in the United States. Number 3. Hawaii. The Polynesian archipelago of Hawaii is a veritable paradise that's spread across hundreds of islands in the Pacific Ocean. With its tropical climate, famously pristine beaches, and wealth of natural scenery, Hawaii has been promoted as a tropical destination since the end of World War II. The islands are also a prime destination of surfers from around the world. Despite the steady influx of visitors, indigenous Hawaiian culture still thrives and can be seen in ceremonies, traditions, and folk music. Number 2. New York City. The jewel in the crown of the USA when it comes to urban areas, New York is a megacity that is absolutely packed full of iconic places, areas, and buildings. In fact, sometimes it feels like you're walking through familiar territory, thanks to how often the city features in Hollywood films. There's Central Park, the Empire State Building, Grand Central Station, Times Square, even the 5 boroughs that make up NYC are famous. Then there's the culture: Koreatown, multiple Chinatowns, the remnants of Little Italy, and communities from Jewish to African American make New York a true world city, made rich by the people who flocked here from all over the world. Number 1. Grand Canyon. Attracting millions of visitors every year, the Grand Canyon is one of those bucket list destinations in the USA. Located in northern Arizona, this massive natural wonder was carved by the Colorado River over a period of several million years. It is not the deepest or the longest canyon in the world, but the overwhelming size and colorful landscape offers visitors vistas that are hard to match. Simply find a viewpoint and peer over the edge, or fly over it in a helicopter. If you want a really long hike, go for the Rim to Rim trail, but don't forget to pack plenty of water. This is an unrelenting desert climate after all.